Let's start with the grammar section. The SAT isn't testing you on some obscure grammar rules. It's testing you on the same 10 to 12 concepts over and over again. So if you master these concepts, you're going to be better than 90% of test takers. Here are the most important ones. This one sounds basic, but the SAT makes it very tricky. They will separate the subject from the verb with an unnecessarily long phrase just to confuse you. This is an example. The collection of rare books dash on display. The options are is or are. Now, most people are going to pick are. Why? Because books are on display. Now that sounds correct. But the SAT has done this to trick you. The word books has been put in between the subject and the verb of our sentence. Now, the subject of our sentence is collection. Collection is on display. Collection is on display. Now, when you eliminate the unnecessary phrases in the middle of our subject and our verb, you realize that it's very easy to identify which word we are going to be using in the dash or empty space. Now, what if I told you there are specific punctuation marks the SAT prioritizes? Commas, semicolons, and dashes have very strict rules on the SAT. Memorizing them will save you from second guessing yourself on test day. Here are the easiest ways to remember how to use these three punctuation marks. First off, commas. They are used for separating dependent clauses used for separating items in a list, and they are also used for separating extra information found in a sentence. Secondly, semicolons. These can be used to separate independent clauses. Now, independent clauses can be seen as two separate sentences that could each stand on their own. Now, dashes are used just like commas, but they are used more for emphasis than for separation of items. Still have some doubts? Here's an on-screen example. I love biking, swimming, and running. Now, as you can see, commas separate each item from this list. The items on the list are biking, running, and swimming. Biking, running, and swimming. Correct comma usage separates each of these items on the list from one another. Bonus tip for you guys. If you're stuck, ask yourself, would I pause here while speaking? If not, then that comma probably doesn't belong. That will be it for the SAT grammar section. Catch you in our next video where we'll be explaining the patterns found in the reading comprehension section of SAT English. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And make sure to share with your friends who are taking the SAT as well.